In St. Paul, in the last 3 hours, state officials have promised to tighten security at the state capitol after a man gained access to the Senate chambers on Friday night. Danny Spiewak is live at the Capitol tonight with more on that. Danny?
Well, it's still not exactly clear how this man got into the Senate chambers late Friday night. Not only is the building locked at that time, but the chambers are supposed to be inaccessible to the public really any time outside of session when the lawmakers are not there. But today we did hear from the Department of Public Safety, which said they're going to make security changes and will hire an outside firm to conduct a full review of security at the Capitol. On Friday afternoon, investigators say 36-year-old Dominic Peace walked into the Capitol during regular business hours. According to a criminal complaint, he then used a wooden wedge to prop open a mechanical door that allowed him to return around 9:45 p.m. when the building should have been closed to the public.
It was an unalarmed door.
State Patrol Colonel Kristina Bogoyevich says her agency is reviewing how Peace got into the building and into Senate chambers, where Capitol security found him in a mental health crisis without any clothes on. So far, she says nobody on staff has been disciplined.
And will anyone be held accountable? All of that will become more clear as we continue to look at footage.
In response to the latest incident, the Department of Public Safety is considering adding more security during off hours, reducing public entrances to the Capitol, and may revisit conversations about metal detectors.
The Capitol complex is safe, but there will be changes.
DPS Commissioner Bob Jacobson says the state will hire outside experts to look at Capitol building security and to complete an after-action report into the June 14th lawmaker shootings.
We want an outside perspective, someone who will ask the hard questions.
Facing some criticism for the lack of a coordinated response to the shootings, officials say they're now exploring how to expand their notification system for lawmakers to warn them of danger.
We are going to learn from this, and if there are things that we can do better, I can tell you when they tell us what we can do better, where those gaps are, how we can improve, we will take those and we will do that.
Many of these potential security changes will be discussed next at an advisory committee on Capitol security meeting. That'll happen here at the Capitol, led by Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan in August, so stay tuned for that. The governor also says legislative leaders are meeting with DPS this week to talk about legislative fixes. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Danny.